seeing which phone can draw the forum first. So look at the status bar at the top of the screen. The focus is done. And so I repeated this test about 10-20 times, and the focus usually wins about 9 times out of 10. Anyways, in the end, the difference between the two phones is the form factor. Personally, I like the form factor on the Focus more. It's sleeker, and I mean, I don't care to have a slide out speaker. It makes the Focus kind of clunky. Also, while the Focus has more built-in memory, Alright, let's compare it with the HTC Surround. Now, as far as Windows Phone 7s go, there are certain features which all of them have. 1 GHz processor, half a gig of RAM, 5 megapixel camera, 3 buttons, back, a Windows key, and a search button. So as far as the software goes, they're all quite similar. Where they're different is the packaging. So you'll notice that the Focus is thinner because it doesn't have a slide out speaker like the Surround. The Surround is shorter, and the Surround is a tiny bit narrower. Of course, the Surround has a 3.7-inch display, whereas the Focus has a 4-inch display. So here's the Surround's slide out speaker. Now, one place where they're different there is a little bit of software that's different. HTC has their HTC Hub, whereas Samsung has their daily briefing widget, which has weather, news, and stocks. I just hard resetted both of these devices, so the weather, stocks, and the other thing, they're not configured. HTC includes a little bit more software-wise. They have a sound enhancer, which is a graphic equalizer, stock ticker. Okay, while we're waiting for it to load, another place where the Focus comes with 16 gigs of memory built in. So you get a graphic equalizer, stocks, a photo enhancer, converter, flashlight, and a love app. So you do get slightly more with the Surround out of the box. Now, where they differ a lot is that the Surround comes with 16 gigs of RAM, whereas the Samsung Focus, only comes with 8. But you can upgrade it up to 40 gigabytes. But the SD card, using micro SD with the Focus, is not the same as, say, when you're using it with another phone. Basically, whenever you put a memory card in the Focus, you have to hard reset the device. And I think what happens is it's sort of like on a computer when you span a volume across a number of disks. The Focus, I think they put a funny partition table onto the memory card. So what happens is if you remove the memory card from the Focus, it won't work like you expect it to. And in fact, when I removed the memory card from the Focus, I couldn't seem to format it again. So I'm still trying to figure that one out, but it's just something you should know. If you get the Focus, make sure you don't need to reuse the memory card in the short term anyways until we figure this out. Okay, now let's compare performance. So what I have here is a private version of Howard Forums. Notice the IP address. And what I'm doing is I'm refreshing the page and seeing which phone can draw the forum first. So look at the status bar at the top of the screen. The Focus is done. And so I repeated this test about 10-20 times, and the Focus usually wins about 9 times out of 10. Anyways, in the end, the difference between the two phones is the form factor. Personally, I like the form factor on the Focus more. It's sleeker, and I mean, I don't care to have a slide out speaker. It makes the Focus kind of clunky. Also, while the Focus has more built-in memory, while the Surround has more built-in memory, the Focus has the ability to have more memory via micro SDHC card slots. And really, the most important thing is the Focus just has a much better display compared to the Surround. So yeah, if I had to choose between the two of them, the Focus is the easy choice. Anyways, I'm Howard for Howard Forums. That's my comparison between the Samsung Focus and the HTC Surround. Thanks for watching. Between